Can you grow a tomato plant indoors, upstate New York, during the wintertime? The answer is yes, and I'll show you. Alright, so this is the indoor tomato plant. I planted it from seed back in November 2020, and right now it's March 22nd, 2021. And I have it next to the window, facing south, and it's gone up to 4 feet. And as you can see, we have tomatoes here. And let me zoom in on a couple of big ones. And what's nice about having a tomato plant in your house in the stillness is you can really meditate and concentrate on it and see tomatoes growing in so many different stages, even just barely popping from the bud, as you will see right there. Most of these still have the buds hanging from them, but it's so cool to watch different stages of the tomato growth. You know, we got some here, and I'm really excited about these ripening and turning red, so you can really see the contrast on the tomato plant. And you know, it's been pretty cold here in central New York outside. You know, it's been in the teens at night and sometimes during the day. And inside, the average temperature in the house is around 70. We keep it 70 during the day. Maybe it'll go up a degree or two because of the sun. And then at night, around 65 to 68. So if someone says you can't grow tomatoes indoors in a cold climate, yes you can. And I did hand pollinate this with a Q-tip, like that. And basically just go up to the buds and lightly touch them. And then just go around and touch another and another, the open ones. Oh, there's another tiny one popping out. And that just helps pollinate it more efficiently. All right, so the way I started the tomato plant, and all my plants for the most part, is to use these seed starter pods. And you can get these in a garden shop, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. And just take a seed and you can start with a couple of them in each. And what I do is just dig down a little bit. Now these, when you first buy them, they're little solid discs, and you have to soak them in water and they'll puff up to the size. Now I planted some old seeds in this, and they didn't germinate. So when you do get seeds, you want to get something that is made for the growing season. Older seeds will sprout, but you know, less likely. So I'm going to take tomato seed. I don't know if you can see it, it's tiny. Okay, and you want to get it about maybe a 1/4 inch underneath. It doesn't have to be super duper perfect. All right, and let's do 2 of them. Okay, you can thin it out. And keep these wet. All right, so what you want to do is put some water in there. Try not to wash the seed out when you do that, so you don't want to flood it. And keep this wet for, you know, somewhere between 10-15 days, and you should see it germinate. Now what we have around here is out here I have some beans growing. These are a couple different varieties of beans, also in the giant pot here. And then over here, as you see, I have some cucumbers growing. And well, I'll just show you the type of room that I'm in. It's the back porch, It's not heated, but I did insulate it with plastic, and I have that in another YouTube video. But it's kind of like workshop slash little garden center. And you know, I have the soil here, and I have some other seed starting pods. I have some information in the description about that. I have some fertilizer. I try and go as clean, natural, and organic, especially with the seeds, as you see, organic. And so that this is how I started the tomato plant. And by the way, I got some celery, cut off the bottom of the celery growing there. I got some cilantro from seed. Rosemary, that's a plant I've had for a year or so. And then one more thing before we go, I want to show you, we're going to pan over here, is potatoes. So I took a potato and that was spudding and just cut a few off, and I planted 3 or 4 in there. And that was like a month or so ago, a couple of months. Now we got a nice tomato plant, potato plant rather, growing, and we'll see what's going on underneath the soil there maybe in another month.